Well, Josh, congratulations on the win, man. How are you feeling after that?
Who said that? Okay. Oh, I feel great, man. Look at me.
Absolutely. It's a tough fight, back and forth fight. How did you feel when the scorecards were being read at the very end?
I thought I was going to get screwed. I thought I won 4-1. I had 4-1, at least 3-2, and then when they went split, I was like, come on. But yeah, it worked out in my favor. Calvin Kattar is a dog. Like I told you guys, I was ready for a 25-minute war. He's tough as hell. Usually when I hit people with those big shots to the head or to the body, they're not standing there. And he was right. He was right in the mix, coming forward with those elbows and knees, and he has a slick jab, and I was so well prepared. My coaches, my everybody, like this is our time. I told you guys this is our time. I told you guys I'll talk to you on Saturday night. A lot of it, you guys counted me out, saying he's a slick boxer, all this type of stuff. Man, I could box too. I wanted to kind of prove it, but I was landing power shots. But it's not boxing; it's MMA, But I can do it all, and I still didn't even get to show you guys like a half of my game. But I'm happy with the win. I'm happy to be here, and yeah.
So the rounds that were split between the judges was the second and the fourth rounds. Did you feel like you took the second and the fourth?
I thought the second was close. We gave that to him, but I thought I won 1, 3, 4, and 5. He was just landing that jab, and then I was landing more power shots, backing him up. But yeah, he's nothing but respect to him and his coaches and teammates.
The fight started off like pretty slow with a lot of feeling out process. I don't know if you guys like heard the crowd getting a little restless in there. Did that kind of entice you to kind of ramp it up at the end of that first round?
A little bit. I know we had 25 minutes to fight. Man, a few minutes to fight somebody, one of the best guys in the world, is a long time. So just have to stick to the game plan. And yeah, so much respect. Like he knew I had power. I know he has power. I know he has those vicious elbows. He has good boxing. So I think there's just a lot of mutual respect. And yeah, you just have to be perfect and stay present and stay calm and take it round by round, minute by minute.
So where do you go from here, man?
Man, I want that shot. I said the number 2 and 3 guys, they're phenomenal fighters. They fought the top guys, Max Holloway and Alexander Volkanovski. We need some new blood in the division. I know I can compete with them. I'm the best featherweight on this planet. And yeah, I'm ready. So I want to be sitting cage side in 2 weeks to see who I'm fighting next.
Josh, is there any preference which one you'd like to fight just down in front of you? Is there any preference? Would you rather Max or Alex?
It doesn't really matter. They're both phenomenal fighters, some of the best featherweights of all time. But the way I do see it, though, if Volkanovski wins, then he solidifies himself as the GOAT for now. If Max were to win, I know Volkanovski won the first one; it was decisive. The second one was like a little controversial. It was super close, it could go either way. So I think this solidifies who is the best, and it doesn't really matter. But Volkanovski is a phenomenal champion. He's undefeated in the UFC. He's on some 20-something fight win streak. I think him and I match up really well stylistically. I know I can compete with these guys. I know I can beat these guys.
Can you see out of your eye?
I can. I just don't want to open it. I think I kind of scratched something in there, so it just starts burning once I open it. So I'm keeping it closed. It's not swollen shut.
Okay. I was just checking.
Can you put into words what it's meant for your career now being 37 years old, training out at Team Alpha Male with young up-and-coming killers like Song Yadong, Ricardo Ramos, etc.?
Say that again. What with my age, being 37, training with young kids or young?
Yeah. Can you put into words what it's meant, your experiences at Team Alpha Male, and if training with young up and coming killers like Song Yadong, Ricardo Ramos, if that has maybe gave you an edge in your later years at 37?
No, man. I got into the sport when I was 27. I feel like I feel the best I've ever felt, hands down. I have everything dialed in from my man, my dietitians, perfecting athletes, all my coaches, my teammates, my friends, my therapists, like I have everything dialed in, and it came at the right moment at the right time. I feel the best I've ever felt. I have the experience. I train with the best team in the world. I'm grateful for Uriah opening one of the best gyms in the world for the lighter weights. I've been there since the beginning. I'm never going anywhere. And yeah, it does help. We have a room and a gym full of killers year round. There'll be 10 to 15, 20. There used to be like 25 guys that were in the UFC or Bellator on the mat every day. There's a lot of great gyms, but our gym is the best for the lighter weights in the world.
Your last loss was in 2018. What has the journey been to get back to this point, potentially on the verge of a title shot?
Yeah, it's been great. I'm grateful for everything. Road bumps in my journey, my path. It molded me into who I am today as a fighter, as an athlete, just everything. So I wouldn't have it any other way. I've said this a lot. I've had a tough road. Nothing's ever been handed to me. I just put my head down. I work hard, and then I let success be the noise. Man, it's great because when I do get to the top, it's going to be that much easier to sustain that.
Josh, you said that a lot of people counted you out in this fight. Did you feel like you put any extra pressure on yourself because you're in a division full of just studs, right? I think there was a stat this week that I think only one person has been finished in the top 10 of your division in the last 3 years or so. Knowing that, hey, you just put a 5-fight win streak together, did you feel like, hey, I have to win this because it might be a while before I can get back here and be knocking on the door of a title shot?
Yeah, 100%. I put so much pressure on myself. I train so hard. I work my ass off. My coaches push me to they push me to the limit. So the fight's easy. Man, I could have done 15 of those rounds. I could have gone there. I felt like the first round felt like the fifth round, besides the cut on my eye just kept getting a little bigger. And of course I have to win. Every fight, every next fight is the biggest fight of my life, of my career. I'm making a run at the title, and I'm going to get that title.
You said this week that you had mentioned that, the champion Volkanovski has said that people need to impress him, right? Did you feel like you had to get a finish going into the fight if you wanted to impress him? And going after now, looking back, do you feel like you did enough that would, hey, this would impress the champion for him to want to fight you?
Yeah, there's some, like I said, there needs to be new blood in the division. Even his boxing coach said it. Like they said nothing but good things about me. I'll fight anybody. I've accepted so many fights. I thought I was going to fight in March. Thought I was going to fight in April, May. And for whatever reason, all these fights did not materialize. So I thought I was going to have to fight someone out of the top 10 just to fight. I was ready to rock since March. I wanted to fight, and nothing would happen. And then all of a sudden I got a call from Sean Shelby, and he said 7 weeks, main event, Austin, Texas against Kattar. I said, sign me up. Have I ever turned a fight down? No. You can ask him. I've never turned a fight down. I've said yes to every single fight, and it's usually within 15, 20 minutes.
Last question for me. The crowd was behind you, right? The crowd was cheering for you tonight. But more importantly, your team was here to represent, and it seemed like you had a lot of people travel out from your team in Sacramento. What does it mean not only to have killers in the gym, but to have people that support you, that come out to Texas to see you and to be around you for this big moment?
Yeah, it's great, man. I'm so grateful for everybody. Like I've said, I have the best support system. I don't care what anybody says. I had well over 100 people that came from all over the country to be here tonight. Friends, family, teammates, coach, just everybody. I love them all. I'm grateful for them all. And we're going to go party here tonight at Idle Hands on Rainer Street. You guys are all welcome to come.
Thanks, Josh.
Josh, thank you, first of all, for the great fight that you put on for us. But as you were walking out in the crowd, what was that feeling like, headlining an event like this in a crowd in front of Austin?
It was amazing. Austin, Texas, a beautiful city. We've had a blast. We've done a few things. We saw the bats. I haven't got to eat any barbecue yet, but you better believe in the next few days, I'm staying till Tuesday. I'm going to try to get as much food as possibly as I can. I'm going to be a barbecue critic. And Texas is amazing. The people are so nice. It's a brand new Moody Center, phenomenal arena. And man, the crowd was electrifying. It really, it pumped me up, except like the first few minutes when they were booing, I was like, calm down, you guys. We'll get there. Just give me, and then by the end of the fight, they were cheering, and then the crowd shifted. They were kind of cheering for Kattar when he walked out a little more, and then after I would kind of land some bigger shots, then they'd start chanting my name. So Austin, Texas, I love you guys. Yeah, thanks for coming out and showing out.
You mentioned it's been a long road, a tough road, and you've been at this game for a long time. What are some of the moments along the way to get to this point that you think back on that's like helped define you in or out of the cage?
Just everything, man. My MMA career, my life. Yeah, like I said, I'm grateful for everything. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the ups and the downs and the obstacles and all the adversity I've had to overcome in my life and my career and injuries and stuff like that. So it's yeah, I'm nothing but grateful to everything. I would not have it any other way, because I would not be in the position if I didn't have to go through some of that stuff.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Good. Perfect. Thank you very much.
All right, cool. Thank you guys. I appreciate you.